Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chloe. Thank you for clicking on this video. This is going to be a vlog and it's starting at a bit of a scary point for me because basically every morning since the beginning of August I've been going onto my phone and checking to see if my grades for an exam I did have been uploaded. And this is not just any exam, this is the hardest exam I've ever sat in my life. I had to do it twice because I failed the first time around. I have spoken about it, but like, I know there's some people that maybe wouldn't have heard it. Now I have got the results. I'm gonna go and have a look at the results, and I thought I would start filming right before I did that because for some reason I thought that was a good idea. And I am so nervous, so I thought I'd do it on camera. Chances are if it didn't go well you're not going to be seeing this, so okay, I'm going to do it. I don't even want to look at it. It's not loading. What's it doing? Please work. Okay. Oh wait, no, wait, I don't want to see it yet. I want something. Oh my god, guys, I'm so nervous. Yes! My heart is beating so fast. I kind of wish that I could like measure it. If you can't tell, I did pass. It's very good. It's very good. I'm going to take a picture of it, otherwise I'm going to think that I'm lying to myself. We're going to talk about books now because this is a booktube channel. The plan with this vlog is to be an end of August vlog. It is currently the 28th of August, meaning there is 4 days left of August. And I would like to just cleanly like do a vlog, wrap it all up. My goal is to try and reach 100 books, which is my goal for like the year, and I just thought it'd be super fun to have reached that goal by the end of August. But I need to read 3 books in 4 days to be able to do that. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. On Monday I start back at university. I won't have as much time as I did beforehand to like read and do stuff like that, but we will see what happens. The books that I am currently reading are, what are the books I'm currently reading? So I picked up The Invisible Life of Annie LaRue. It's been really fun so far. I don't think I'm too far into it. It's quite a long book, so like I wasn't really thinking about, you know, trying to get through books really quickly or anything like that when I picked it up, and that's fine. I'm also reading The Girls I've Been by Tess Sharp, and I'm really enjoying it. It's got a bisexual main character. We basically follow her when she goes into a bank with her girlfriend and her ex-boyfriend, and she grew up basically with a con artist for a mother. Her mum tried to like drag her into that lifestyle. She eventually got taken out of it by her half sister or stepsister or something like that, and is now living her life seemingly normal, but she's also got a lot of secrets which she doesn't really tell people, and that kind of puts her in a difficult situation when she goes into this bank and then there's a bank robbery that goes wrong. I'm going to try and wrap this up because my card is like nearly full. I need to sort it out or something, but I just wanted to give you thoughts. Actually, maybe I'll come back in a bit and I'll give you my thoughts on it and just tell you how I'm feeling so far. But I'm really enjoying it. I quite like the main character. I think that it has some interesting points. I will say there's definitely should be a lot of content warnings going on. I am not going to name all of them because honestly I feel like if I tried to do that, like the reason that I don't personally give content warnings for books is because I get worried that I'm going to miss something out, and I don't want people to have these false like ideas that everything that I say about a book is like what is in there, because there can be other stuff that I've skipped over or not realised could be a trigger for some people. Definitely look it up. Definitely look up the content warnings. I'm sure you'll be able to find it somewhere if you're thinking of reading it. I'm going to get back to you at some point, hopefully today. Hopefully I don't do my usual start a vlog and then like a day later have not updated it, because I really want to. I'm going now. I'm going to drink my coffee because it's probably cold. Let's have a little conversation about The Girls I've Been, because I have been loving it. I think I'm like 46% of the way through, so nearly halfway. It's going really well. I'm really enjoying it. As I said before, there's a lot of content warnings. There's a lot of stuff in this book which could be difficult for a lot of people to read. I can't really speak to how it's dealt with. Like, I don't think I'm the right person to be like judging a book based off of how different things are dealt with, because I've got a freaking hair somewhere. I'm a very privileged person. I haven't gone through a lot of this stuff. Like, I actually haven't gone through any of the stuff that's dealt with in the book. I think that someone else who could read this and not be triggered by it would be a better judge of like how it's dealt with in the book, because obviously when you've got things like this in a book, you want it to be represented in a sensitive way, in a way that makes it digestible, but also in a way that's true to, you know, what it can be like for people in real life. Some of the things that have come up, there's talk of like abuse, bad people doing very bad things, like physically harming other people. I mean, it's all like centered around this girl who basically her mum's a con artist. She was in with the wrong crowd and like has like mixed with bad people, and like, as you can imagine, bad things happen. I can imagine there's going to be a lot more shit going down, because we're basically, it's almost like the main character is an onion and we're peeling back the layers and we're getting more and more information about her as time goes on. And I really like that structure. Like, I like it when you don't know everything, when things are being told almost like backwards, because basically it's called The Girls I've Been because she's basically had to pretend to be different people because her mum has made her. And it's just a really interesting way of doing it, because you don't know who she truly is and who she started off as. And she's very secretive about it. She really like keeps her guard up. She's like, I've never even said my like the original name to anyone except from one person. So you can just tell that something's happened. Like, when she was young, something happened, and she's very guarded about it. And I'm just really enjoying it. I love the characters. The three main characters are phenomenal. I just think that one thing that YA thrillers can do, I'm pretty sure this is YA, one thing that YA thrillers can do that I think that a lot of adult thrillers don't necessarily do is make characters that you're actually very, very interested in. I guess it depends on like obviously what age you are. So for me, I can relate more to YA characters. I think that a lot of adult thrillers have elements of like, you know, things like cheating and things to do with marriage and things to do with money, and like obviously some people my age can relate to that. I can't because I am an adult but not an adult, if you get what I mean. When I'm reading a YA thriller and it's like people who are closer to my age, it's just it's a bit more relatable, and I feel a bit of a deeper connection to these characters than I ever do when I'm reading an adult thriller. Basically, the main character, she just, as I said, she's really guarded about things. I think she really beats herself up about a lot of stuff, and she's like, I can't tell people what's going on. I think there's good reason for her not telling people, but she also feels so crap about not being able to tell the people that she cares so much about, that she can't tell them like what's truly going on and who she really is, and that really like eats away at her. But I also think that she kind of like takes it too, like she takes it too deeply. She feels almost as if it's like her fault, and like everything that's happened is really her fault, which probably speaks to some of the things that she's been through. I think a lot of people that go through really bad stuff just think of it as being their fault, even though it totally isn't. She seems like a very interesting character. I think that's the most important thing to say about her, is that she's very, very interesting and complex. And obviously the bi-representation is great. We love to see that. The other two characters, so basically, as I said before, it's her and then it's her girlfriend and her ex-boyfriend. She's got still a very special relationship with her ex-boyfriend for reasons that you find out in the book. For me, I never really questioned. I think that people can 100% be like really, really good friends, almost like family, even though it sounds a little bit gross, but like almost, you know, like have that kind of relationship with people that they've dated in the past, because you don't have to break up with someone because of a bad thing, and you don't have to leave it on bad terms. You know, sometimes things just happen and you just move on and you continue to be really good friends. And she's just got this really special, like organic feeling relationship with him. It doesn't feel like pushed in any way. There's reasons that they grew together, and it's kind of that thing of like, he's got bad things in his past and still going on, she's got bad things in her past and kind of still going on, and they kind of met each other through that, and that's how they sort of formed the bond, which those kind of relationships always are so special to me, like in fiction, because I think that people finding solace in each other when they've both been through crap things is something really beautiful. It's like kind of melancholy in the sense that like obviously it's a shame that they've been through that stuff, but it's so beautiful that they could then find each other and kind of learn to grow together, if that makes sense. And then her girlfriend is also just a really sweet girl. I think there's a bit of representation with like some kind of chronic illness. Oh, I know what it is. I think she had endometriosis or something like that. She has something like a chronic illness that obviously really affects her. In this situation is really bad as well because she is like ill at the time basically. It's not, I mean, it's not a great situation for anyone, but it's really not a great situation for her. So it's nice to see that representation, and I don't really have much else to say about her or about any of the other characters, but like I'm just really loving it. I'm loving the dynamics, I'm loving the characters. I'm gonna go now because I've been speaking for a long time. I think I'm gonna focus on this book for the most part for now. So it's Sunday today, and last night I managed to finish The Girls I've Been by Tess Sharp. I very much enjoyed it. I feel like I basically said everything, all the thoughts that I had on it yesterday, but I will chat a little bit about it now. I was not sure whether I wanted to give it 4.5 stars or 5 stars, but I just ended up giving it 5 stars because I loved the characters so much. I think they're really the things that sort of were the driving force for me. Like I really wanted the characters to do well, and like I was genuinely rooting for them, which doesn't actually happen a lot for me. So it was a really pleasant surprise. Honestly, I wasn't expecting that much from it. I went into it thinking it'd be somewhere between a 3 and a 4. It's definitely up there with one of the best books that I've read so far this year. It's going to be made into a movie. I was pretty sure that it was, because I think I'd heard it somewhere before, and then while I was reading it I was like, oh my god, this would make such a good movie, forgetting the fact that I'd already read that it's going to be made into a film. And I looked it up, and then I was like, ah yes, because everyone talks about it, because Millie Bobby Brown's going to be in it, and I actually don't know how I feel about it. I can picture her playing the lead role, but I also don't know if that's exactly who I would have chosen personally. But then again, like there's something about Millie Bobby Brown, I can't put my finger on it, but like I just personally wouldn't choose to put her in anything. She's a really good actress, but I just, for some reason, I can't get past the fact of like seeing her play Eleven. Basically, she's going to be in that film. I'm definitely going to watch the film, but I don't know if that's the person I would have cast. But I'm not a casting director, and I'm not a director, so it doesn't matter what I say. The one thing that kind of made me consider giving it 4.5, because everything for me was pretty much spot on. It was only the very end where I feel like it got dragged out a little bit. It honestly could have been like 50 pages shorter, but in a way I was also happy to read them because I got to carry on reading about the character, you know. So yeah, 5 stars. It was fabulous. It was absolutely fantastic. At the moment I'm still reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and I'm just really enjoying it. I can tell that it's going to be, for me, a very magical book, and it is. It's got that element of magic. It's got, for me, the perfect kind of type of magic. I really like the sort of occult as opposed to like abracadabra. I'm like, listen, I love Cinderella and everything, but like fairy godmother style, like bibbidi bobbidi boo, that's not my kind of magic. I like the kind of more occult, like connected to like the devil and stuff like that. I'm not a Satan worshipper. I just really think that the occult is really quite cool, and like it's got darker undertones as opposed to a lot of magic which tends to be very like away with the fairies. I like fairies, but I prefer the occult. I'm not too far into it. I think I'm like 100 pages into it, and it's like 600 and something pages. It's a long book. I always like borrow a book as soon as I've returned one on Libby. So the one that I have borrowed now is The Mysterious Affair at Styles or something like that. It is technically the first Hercule Poirot book, sorry for butchering that name, by Agatha Christie. So I do have a few of them that I've already read. Ideally I would like to buy them all, but I also want to read more, so I'm going to read them as ebooks, and then eventually I will get them. I don't really have much else to say. It is actually 3 o'clock now. I wanted to update this a bit earlier, but I had a bit of a meltdown, I'm not gonna lie. I filmed another video, and then for some reason whenever I film a video, I don't know if it's just me, maybe it's just because I'm so introverted that even talking to a camera takes it out of me, but like every time I film a video, honestly I get so tired from it, and it's really weird, and it kind of like drains me mentally as well, and then I'm like, I don't want to do anything, but I have things to do. That was fun. I'm back now. I seriously considered ending this vlog, but I've done that too many times now. I'm just like, just push through it, it's fine. And every time that I end a vlog, like every time I stop doing a vlog, I then read books and I'm like, oh shit, I wish that I had spoken about that on camera, but I couldn't because I wasn't filming a vlog. And anyway, I'm gonna go now. I'm just rambling, so I will speak to you later, hopefully today. I don't know. But I will speak to you. Don't mind how much of a mess I look. I'm literally, I don't even want to look at myself. Today is Monday, the 30th of August, I believe, and I've literally just got back from my first, like, my actual first day at uni, like physically being in the lecture hall and stuff like that, even though this is my second semester, because all of my first semester was practically online. Like the first module was completely online, the second module was kind of split between being online and being in person, but I have not been, well, I mean before today, I had not been in a lecture hall to watch a lecture before, so that was a very interesting thing. In terms of reading, yesterday I started Mysterious Affair at Styles, I think it's called. I can't remember how far. I think I'm like a third into it, like 100 pages or something like that. It's been kind of just your standard murder mystery. I think that Agatha Christie really had... I mean, bearing in mind this was the first one, but I've read a couple, like I've read I think 5 or 6 others of her Poirot books, and they all follow the same, like exactly the same formula, which I'm completely fine with, because as long as I'm not reading the back-to-back, then like it's fine to have the same formula, I think personally. Like I'm not reading them for something super like out there and unique. But that's been alright. I've continued reading Addie LaRue. Haven't got much to say about that. That was my toast. I'm gonna have some lunch. I would at some point like to do some editing, because I did film a video yesterday that I'd like to get edited. And obviously, like, I'd like to read more, but I don't know how much I can focus on reading, because I do also want to obviously focus on my university stuff. But I will talk to you guys later and let you know what's going on. The lighting is so bad right now, so I'm just going to do a very quick little update. I don't even have anything to update you on really, except from the fact that I've kind of, you know, come to the conclusion that I'm not going to be able to read. I'm not going to be able to finish 2 books before the end of the month, because it's, I don't know what the time is, it's like the evening on the 30th. We have 1 day left, and I have at least 100 pages of the one book and like 200 and something pages of the other book. So I'm not going to finish them. I'm not going to be able to finish them, and that's fine. I don't know what I'm going to do. My camera is running out of battery. I'll update you when I know what I'm gonna do. I will either push this vlog back and like continue vlogging until I finish the books that I'm reading at the moment, so that I can then start a brand new vlog for when I start reading the books for the Magical Readathon. But it also means that I won't start the Magical Readathon like on the 1st of September, which will be kind of sad. Or maybe I'll make 2 vlogs at the same... I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, I will update you later. Good morning, everybody. It is actually the morning. It is like 20 to 9. And I thought, seeing as I don't have to be in university during the morning, that I would update you now, because I do have a couple of things to say. First of all, I put a hold on The House in the Cerulean Sea on Libby, and it's just come through, but I can't borrow it yet. So my game plan is to try and finish the Mysterious Affair at Styles today. I mean, to be honest, like I have 3 days basically, 3 days to finish the Mysterious Affair at Styles and return that, and then get my hands on The House in the Cerulean Sea. I don't think that's going to be a priority to try and read like anytime soon, because obviously I'll have like 30 days, I think it is, or 28 days or something, to try and read it. So I think the game plan is just to get it and just have it sitting there until I feel like it fits into my TBR, because I do really want to start on my September TBR. As I said, I don't have to be in university until 12 o'clock, so I've got like 3 hours until I need to leave. The plan is to first of all read a bit, and then I will do some kind of preparation for my lecture. Today we've got a lecture about amino acids. Exciting. I didn't think that I was going to enjoy molecular medicine, but I actually strangely enough, really like chemistry and biochemistry and stuff like that, and I didn't think that I did. I always thought that the anatomy side of things was the thing that interested me the most, but actually, I mean, saying that, I've only had one lesson, so it could change. But I'm quite enjoying this. I feel like this is going to be a good module. I just remembered one thing that I was going to talk to you about. How did I forget? Anyway, I was just going to say that basically, Halsey's new album came out, was it on Friday? I can't remember, it was a few days ago basically. Their new album came out and I've been listening to it since then, and oh my bloody lord, this album is probably one of my favourite albums of all time. It's just like, objectively, it is fantastic. Like, it's absolutely amazing. I know that I'm not a music critic or anything like that, but I do believe, based off of the small knowledge that I have of music and the fact that I consider myself to have a little bit of an ear for music, although certain people in my family would probably disagree with that. I don't think everyone would agree that I'm necessarily great at spotting music, but like, I do feel like I can appreciate when music is well written and well produced and stuff like that. And I think just in general, the album as a whole is fantastic. Like, all the songs work really well together, but they also individually are really strong. And it doesn't feel like the kind of album where, I think that there's definitely some songs that are more like, you can use more as a single just purely because they're more in the kind of like pop side of things. But I just really like each song. It has its own vibe, but it's like really vibey and has a really strong message and just kind of mixes like message and narrative, and it really just feels like a masterpiece. You know, when you listen to a song, you're like, this is not just a song, it's a bloody work of art. That's what every single song on this album is like. And listening to it, I go from like basically weeping to feeling amazing. It's just, oh god, it's so good. If you've listened to their album, please tell me what you think of it, and if you have a favourite song. I think so far the one song that I know for sure is my favourite, or one of my favourites, is Honey, just because there's just something about it. The introduction really gives me the Cure vibes, and I don't know, it's just a really great song. And I mean, there's also loads of other songs that I really like. The Lighthouse is great, and I'm not even going to try and say because all of them are amazing, but that was my other update. I'll see you later. Hello, hello, hello. Don't mind the the microwave in the background. The reason that I'm vlogging is because I wanted to tell you that today I did manage to finish The Mysterious Affair at Styles. I gave it 3 stars. I kind of would feel bad to give Agatha Christie anything less than 3 stars just because, like, she was the queen of murder mysteries, do you know what I mean? And like, they're enjoyable, and I think that's the most important thing. They're not all the best, like, most mind-blowing murder mysteries in the world, but they are fun to read, and considering the amount that she managed to churn out, they're not all going to be super, like, amazing, are they? I'm just a bit all over the place, really. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna do any more updates today, just because I don't think I have much to say. Good morning, everyone. It is the 1st of September today, and I know that I kind of said that I was going to carry on this vlog and try and finish these last couple of books that I have sort of hanging off of the tail end of August, but today I've just felt like, I mean, it's only the morning. I've literally like just gotten up and stuff like that. I'm just feeling such a severe lack of motivation to do anything. Not that, it's not that. I didn't wake up on the right side of the bed, I think is what I'm trying to say. So I'm not going to be pushing myself to read too much, especially because I know that I have other things that I need to do and could well be doing instead of like trying to force myself to read. So I don't think that I am going to get those 2 books done too soon, but I thought I would end this vlog, and I'll probably start a new one today, tomorrow, I don't know when. Ideally it would be today, but I'm just gonna see how things go. Basically, stay tuned to see if I do end up reading. I probably will, because I always end up going back to reading, but I think I've just been like reading a lot recently that now my brain is kind of like, chill, stop it, you need to do other stuff. So that is the end of this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more of my content. I don't know when this is going up, but I'm presuming that before this goes up, I'm gonna have an announcement go up, so I will link that down below if it is already up. If it's not, then stay tuned for an announcement. I will see you later. I will see you in my next vlog or my next video, whatever that may be. Goodbye.